We stood at the airport ready for our flight to Hawaii. During check-in, my brother flashed his first-class boarding pass like it was some prize. He dangled my ticket using just 2 fingers. Economy class on Quit Whining. This matches what you can manage, he told me. I stayed quiet and simply laid my ID on the scanner. The agent froze when the display turned bright red. The whole point of this getaway was a family celebration. My mom and dad, my brother Danny, his wife Leah, myself, and my girlfriend Bryn. It marked my parents' 40th wedding anniversary, and Dad had dreamed of visiting Hawaii forever. Danny insisted on arranging the entire plan. He owned a car dealership and enjoyed splashing cash whenever eyes were on him. I'm an electrician by trade, solid pay, reliable jobs, yet Danny never gave it any credit. In his eyes, if you weren't in business attire, you were invisible. When he shared the travel schedule, I spotted that he'd placed himself and Leah in first class while assigning Bryn and me to economy. I rang him up. It's only a 5-hour journey, Danny. Couldn't you have kept us all together? Dude, first class costs a fortune. Be thankful I even paid for your tickets at all. I said I'd cover our share. You claimed you were taking care of it, and I did. You're getting a free ride to Hawaii. Just accept it and stay thankful. I dropped the matter so I wouldn't spoil Dad's special occasion. At the airport, Danny turned it into a performance. He strutted to the counter, swinging his boarding pass like a banner. Leah was busy snapping photos of their lounge access cards. As I approached, Danny extended my ticket pinched between 2 fingers as though it carried germs. Economy, no griping. It's exactly what you're built for. He spoke loud enough for everyone nearby to catch it. Bryn gripped my hand tighter. Mom acted like she hadn't noticed. Dad stared down at the tiles. I accepted the ticket without a sound. Then I moved forward, set my ID on the reader. The agent studied her monitor, glanced at me, then back to the screen. Her expression shifted entirely. Sir, please give me just a second. She entered a few keys, lifted the phone, and murmured into it. Danny stood behind me, grinning. What happened? Got yourself banned or something? A manager approached. He examined the display, looked me over, and broke into a smile. Mr. Webb, I see your booking here, but there's also an existing elite tier attached. Are you familiar with your current level? I gave a nod. Yes, I am. What's the issue? Danny asked, edging nearer. The manager faced me again. Sir, your Diamond Elite membership automatically qualifies you and 1 companion for an upgrade to our premium suite cabin. That's 1 step above first class. I also notice you've accumulated more than 400,000 miles. Would you care to redeem any right now? Danny's smirk vanished. Excuse me? I turned toward him. I'm on the road 6 times every month for jobs, Danny. Power companies hire me to cover 3 different states. I've held Diamond Tier for 2 full years now. He just gaped. You never mentioned a word. You never bothered to inquire. You were too occupied presenting me with economy tickets. The agent processed the change, moving Bryn and me into the premium suite. Seats that converted into proper beds, a private divider, dining service using real cutlery. Danny and Leah ended up 3 rows farther back in first class, which no longer seemed quite so grand. At the boarding gate, Danny attempted to brush it off. Pretty sweet scoring complimentary upgrades when some of us actually shelled out cash. You handed me a free economy ticket and offered it like loose coins to a passerby, right in front of Mom and Dad during Dad's anniversary getaway. He stayed silent after that remark. Once aboard, the cabin crew served Bryn and me champagne prior to departure. Danny observed from his spot. I never glanced his direction. After touching down in Hawaii, Dad drew me aside near the luggage carousel. How long have you carried that elite flying status? Roughly 2 years, and you never once mentioned it to Danny. Never made a point of it. Nope, I don't have to demonstrate anything to him. He's the one who constantly needs to display his possessions. Dad gave a slow nod. He put your mom and me in economy seats as well. Were you aware I wasn't? He claimed first class had sold out. I returned to the desk and applied my miles to move both parents up for the journey home. I kept it quiet from Danny. Upon reaching the hotel, Danny had reserved an ocean view suite for himself and stuck me in a basic garden view room close to the parking area. I'd quietly secured my own booking weeks before. Oceanfront, highest floor, through the identical loyalty program. Bryn and I arrived at check-in. Danny watched as staff guided us toward the exclusive section. He remained wordless the entire day. That evening during dinner, Dad raised his glass. 40 wonderful years beside your mother. Fancy hotels and first-class flights are nice, but they aren't what matters. It's about being together. Then he looked straight at me. And it's about knowing your own worth without needing to shout about it.